Hello, this is Clever Solution Architect at Qlik. Today I'll be demonstrating how Qlik data integration can efficiently stream data into CockroachDB. Qlik Replicate, one of the solutions of Qlik data integration, supports CockroachDB as a target and can migrate database to CockroachDB and keep the sources like SAP, mainframes, or other relational and non-relational systems synchronized with CockroachDB. As I mentioned earlier, the data pipeline begins with Qlik Replicate, which is part of Qlik data integration. This solution can easily and in one automatic way map and convert all data types from the sources, on-prem or on cloud, create the target database and tables at CockroachDB running in a service or a self-hosted environment. Replicate can apply transformations and filtering in memory while moving data from source to CockroachDB, and it can handle both the initial load of historical data and ongoing changes captures with minimal impact on the source reading the logs. In our demo, we have a source database running on a mainframe and want to replicate its data into CockroachDB for real-time analytics and other applications. So let's see this in action. The page that you're seeing right now is the Qlik Rep console. This console allows the data engineer to create multiple tasks moving data between any supported sources and targets. A task in Qlik Replicate is a combination of source and target connections, the tables that I want to stream to my target, and all the transformations and filtering. Let me create a task for this demo and give it a name, CockroachDB. And this demo I'm gonna perform a full load, loading all the historical data from my tables, and use the apply chains option, reading the logs from the source and apply them to the target. Now let me search my DB2 instance here, so I need to define where my data comes from. It's a DB2 on ZOS. Let me add it to my task. Now I can select the tables that I want to include. Qlik Replicate is able to search for all tables that exist in one schema. Let me use the schema PE test and search for my tables. I can include all of them or pick one or another. I can even include a pattern. So all new tables will be included automatically in my task. And let me confirm. Now for each table, I can apply filtering and transformations. And one important notice is that all the transformations and filtering are applied to the data while the data is being moved to the target. And Qlik Replicate exposes for filtering all the fields. So I can create a selection criteria. In this example, I'm selecting the year. And let me add a range for only values greater than 2011. For transformations, I can, for example, add a new column. And Qlik Replicate exposes a full function list. For example, we have functions for string manipulation, numerical calculation, new values checking, date and time manipulations, hashing, or even user-defined. But for the purpose of this demo, let me use only one upper substring of this field. So I'm converting to uppercase only the first character of my field. Let me parse and test this. It's okay. And let me give it a name. It's flag. And it will be only one char long. Okay. The final step is to define my connection to my CockroachDB. So I'm going to my cluster console to get all my credentials and information that I need to create. Let me create a new database. For this demo, it's mainframe. Next. Now I have a fresh database. I'm using this parameters only to copy this to configure my connection. Let me copy my host and let me go back to my console and create a connection. New endpoint connection, CockroachDB. And it's a target, of course. And we can use the PostgreSQL driver. Let me paste the host. Let me copy the port. And my username. And let me paste my password. And my database name will be my cluster.mainframe, which is my database name. Okay, let's test this. Oh, successful. Let me save. Now we are ready to use this connection. Let me search this and add this to my task. Now my task is ready. Moving data from DB2 to CockroachDB. My tables were selected. Let me save this task and run it. Right now, Qlik Replicate is connecting my DB2, collecting all the metadata and applying the new tables to CockroachDB, creating those tables, and we will start the full load process. So you're going to see in a few seconds, Qlik Replicate will automatically change to a monitoring screen so I can see what's happening. 3 tables were queued. They are loading into my Cockroach. Products is ready. Location is ready. And transactions is being loaded. Oh, it's ready as well. Oh, so now let's confirm. Let's go to my console. Let me close this. My databases, my mainframe database. My tables are here. And let me expand the transactions table. You see? As you can see, the table were created with all the fields and keys from my source. Let me inspect the data using a client, dbeaver. I'm connected to my Cockroach. I'm expanding my schema. And let me search my tables. Let me select my transactions table. Let's see the data there. As you can see, all the records are here, including the new field flag, were populated as expected. Let's check how many records we have. Let's validate how many records we have in this table. It's select count from PE transactions. Okay, let me run this. 12K records. Now I'm gonna connect to my DB2 and start applying changes using the same driver, using the same client. Yeah, so I'm connected to my DB2. I created one script, deleting, inserting, and updating records. Let me start this process. It's running, applying the change to my source, and let me refresh my target database in CockroachDB. As you can see, the records were updated and they are being updated in real time, as you can see. Now let's go back to the Qlik Replicate console, where we can see that we have one special screen for change processing monitoring. As you can see, Qlik Replicate identifies all the incoming changes and keeping applying those changes to my target. We have some statistics here, like how many records were applied, how many transactions, how many records, what is the change volume. All of those informations are here and very important to monitoring. And as we can see in this demo, Qlik Replicate is able to feed data into CockroachDB in real time, leveraging so many new use cases using CockroachDB. Thanks for watching this, and bye-bye.